The next question, do you have any friends who left? Yeah, I have several friends who left. Few of them left before I did, then several after as well. Not a whole lot. Like, I was a good Amish kid, so the friends that I had were on the better side, so I don't really think any of those will be leaving. However, you never know, and especially with my efforts to go back and try to reach the Amish people and give them a way out if they want to leave. You never know. They might want to leave. Next question. Do you think the Amish youth are leaving in greater numbers compared with 20 to 30 years ago? Absolutely, yes. It's a lot easier to leave now. Some communities have started Rumspringa where they're allowed to leave and test it out. That has been another gateway to allow them to leave. Of course, that being said, that's very few communities that actually allow that, and most of those are out east, so there's lots more Amish that you'll never hear about that don't allow that. In my case, I was not allowed that. I just had to run away. However, that being said, the more people that leave, the easier it is to leave, because lots of us that have left want to help those that do. Now, of course, I don't just want to help them leave. I want to help. If they want to leave, I want to help them leave, but then also help them get established in life and you know, so they enjoy life out here. Lots of them actually leave and, you know, leave for a month or something, but they don't have any friends that they get close friends with, and then they actually end up going back. I know someone who's gone back as many as 7 times, you know, left and then went back, and so that happens. But yes, certainly there's way more of them leaving. It's easier with how modern this world has gotten, and some communities are actually now allowing them to have cell phones, and that's just another thing that allows it for them to leave easier. Now, that being said, the girls, yes, way more girls leaving, but compared to the amount of guys leaving, there's not near as many ladies that are actually leaving the Amish compared to the guys. For one, I'm sure it's just a lot harder for them, because, you know, they probably don't work out like the guys do. You know, the Amish communities, lots of them used to, you know, work on the farm and that kind of thing, but in the last 20, 30 years, they've started working out with, you know, working for construction companies and stuff like that, which has really opened the way for them to leave. So that's another big thing, with the fact that Amish people are no longer working within the communities, and lots of them are working out with us, and so that's allowed for a lot of them to leave. Is Dutch your first language? Pennsylvania Dutch? Yes, that's correct. Ik vergess a lot, als ik net zo lang geschwätzt heb. I just said that I forget a lot of it because I haven't talked it in such a long time. Actually, with 5 years of hardly speaking it, I have to think about what I'm saying. Even when my family speaks to me, the last time I was home to visit when my grandma died in last February, lots of the things I was able to understand what they were saying, but I just had to think about, you know, how to respond, and so lots of stuff I just responded in English, which of course kind of makes them mad, but I do think they understand the fact that I'm kind of forgetting it, so they get that. Were you taught a trade while still living Amish? Yes, I was. Farming, obviously. I had to, basically for several years I managed the farm pretty much. You know, my dad would say do this, do that kind of thing, but for the most part I managed it. And I also worked out at the engine shop with my dad. My dad had a small engine shop. I worked for other Amish people, so I learned construction works. Really, I learned lots of different things, so I kind of jack of all trades while I was Amish. What are you pursuing in Bible college? Was another of the questions asked. I'm pursuing pastoral studies. Of course, I'll probably have a missions focus as far as, you know, I'm learning some of these to be a missionary to the Amish, kind of, sort of. But however, I'm taking a pastoral degree with it, thinking that I probably might be a pastor someday. So that's kind of there. I've considered double majoring, but I don't necessarily like school, so I don't know if I want to go for a missions major as well or not. Thank you so much for watching. John Shrock signing off. I left.